Hello and welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Tim and today I'm going to do a walk around video for you on our MY18 Volvo T5 Inscription XC60. This video we're going to go around the outside of the car. I'm going to give you a bit of information about Volvo itself. We're going to jump inside, we're going to run through some of the features too. This car does have very low kilometers on it, so the condition is absolutely fantastic, but I want to demonstrate that to you as well. Starting on the outside, you'll see with the Inscription, one of the standout features that you do get is a lot of chrome finishing on the outside of the car. This car is finished in the really nice pine grey colour, which does give it a really good earthy tone throughout the car, and you do get those chrome highlights do contrast very nicely across that. You've got a nice vertical grille across the middle here with chrome highlights through the middle, which is standard on the Inscription, as well as your nice big Volvo badge here in the centre with your front camera, because this car does have a 360-degree camera. We have fitted this car with black and white slimline number plates for you, and we do have some colour-coded front parking sensors. Around the grille we do have even more chrome highlighting, which you don't get on the other models in the XC60 range, and the really nice Thor Hammer daytime running lights. Moving around now to the driver's side of the car, the first wheel is in absolutely fantastic condition. Plenty of tread on our Michelin 20 tyres. These are 20-inch rims as well. Moving down the rest of the side of the car, colour-coded side mirror caps with built-in side indicators, good chrome finishing around the outside of the windows and along the bottom of the car with an Inscription inlaid just down the bottom here. I'll let the car running to demonstrate to you what those daytime running lights do look like, but we do have our nice convenience where you just grab on the handle to unlock the car or tap on this square to lock it. Can't demonstrate to you now because the car is running. Second wheel presents just as well as the first, no marks or anything on it. The two-tone style rim that you do get on the Inscription is a very nice looking rim. This car is fitted with Bowers & Wilkins premium sound as well, which we'll go through in a minute, and you do have the tinted glass on the back of the car. As you come around the back, you do get the body kit with the Inscription, which does give it real nice body coloured along the bottom here, as well as chrome highlights all throughout, colour-coded sensors and reverse camera as well. Our T5 badge, because this is the 2-litre turbo petrol version of the car, and all-wheel drive badge as well. Once again, if the car wasn't running, I'd be able to demonstrate the kick panel on how to open and close the boot, but otherwise it is fully automatic. Underneath our back area here, we do have a space saver spare tyre, and as well as a cargo net to separate the back area from the seats if you do want to, and a 12-volt socket over here with a nice net as well. All we got to do to close the boot is you can press this button to just close it, or if you're finished with the car you can hit that one that will lock it after you close it as you walk away from the vehicle. Moving around now to the passenger side of the car, once again it presents just as good as the first, but this time we'll have the sun hitting the paint and it will really bring out the earthy tones in the colour. As the clouds sort of come across, it does go a bit more of a grey colour than this earthy colour. It's a really cool effect that the paint actually has on it as well. Nothing really to point out on the car because it is in absolutely fantastic condition. The two rims are in fantastic condition as well, and plenty of tread on all tyres all round. So what I'm going to do next for you guys is we're going to pop the bonnet and talk more about the power, fuel economy and safety aspects of the XC60 Volvo. So looking under the bonnet of our car, you'll see how neatly the Volvo have laid out this engine bay and how clean everything is as well. One thing I do want to point out, we do have a nice soft engine cover here, which actually adds a bit of safety if you are in a collision with a pedestrian, and it also helps keep down the engine noise while you're driving along. As mentioned before, this is our 2-litre petrol 4-cylinder turbocharged motor. It's responsible for 187 kilowatts of power output as well as 350 newton meters of torque. Behind this we've got our 8-speed sports automatic transmission and all-wheel drive driving system. A 60-litre fuel tank sits in the back of this car, and with all of this combined you can actually average around 7.8 litres of petrol per 100 k's driven, which is pretty good as well. Needless to say, this car is very safe. Volvo is the world's safest car brand, so this car, without obviously any sort of second guessing, it does have a 5-star ANCAP safety rating as well. Moving to the interior of our Inscription XC60, we do have a lot of features to go through. I won't do the car its full justice going through everything with you because I don't want to overload you with information, but I will demonstrate some of the more important features that I find in this vehicle. Over here on the right we do have a full electric window control as well as side folding mirror and adjustment, all controlled just over here. Memory seats on the doors with a locking mechanism. Moving the steering wheel to the right, we've got our front and rear windshield wipers on the right control arm, headlights and indicators located here on the left. Our leather wrapped steering wheel is very, very comfortable to hold, and with this as well on the right you do have media controls and some controls for the display in front of us, and on the left we've got all of our pilot assist and cruise control buttons just over there. Looking at the screen in front of us, this is very customizable. At the moment it's set up to have the satellite navigation in front of you with the glass finish or theme around the dials. You can change that to performance, which is a nice red look, or you can even go for a metallic look or minimalistic look as well. Moving across to the center screen now, just before we look at that, actually up here we do have the Bowers & Wilkins Wilkins sound system. Best sound system I've ever heard in the car. If you want to get it in another brand of car, you would have to probably look at buying a McLaren. Bowers & Wilkins also supply the Abbey Road studios with their current speakers, so it is easily the most clear sound system I've ever heard in a vehicle. Moving just down from that, we do have a 9-inch display just here with a home button at the bottom, and this really nice driftwood inlay throughout the interior of the Inscriptions. So here in the 9-inch center screen, we got 4 panels. With our 4 panels, the top one is always satellite navigation, which you can blow out to be full screen if you do so choose. If you don't want to look at the screen display in front of you, you can just use this one as well. The next display is always our media, which is radio, digital radio, Bluetooth, Spotify application if you want to install it in the car, or Pandora as well. Next one down is our phone. So if you do want to pair your phone, you've got all your controls just there. And the bottom one is the last application that we had open. At the moment with the Bowers & Wilkins sound, it's our studio app, which does give you full Gothenburg Concert Hall reverb simulation, individual stage, or even just more muffled, not muffled, but a softer studio sound. So you got minor reverb and more reverb after that. Scrolling across to in this direction does bring up all of our applications. So we got our media up the top, car controls down the bottom. You can even book in your service through the car, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. And you can install more apps as well. Pair the car to your phone, and then you can give it permission to use your phone's internet connection to install all these apps as well. Nice and simple to use. Swiping across in this direction brings up our active driving features. So this is where we've got our lane keeping aid, parking assist, cross traffic alert, automatic stop start, our park in, park out, because this will park for you, because this does have pilot assist, semi-autonomous driving. Tapping on the camera brings up our 360-degree camera, which as we put into drive, it will give us lines and predict where the car is going to go, which is very handy to have when parking a car. If you find that you actually don't like this view, you can even operate each individual camera if you like. That's our reverse camera. Moving just down from that, we've got our blind spot monitoring, road signs, because this car will even read street signs for you, our cruise control and cornering lights. All the settings are in here as well. You can even set up the car you want it with the themes you like and save it to your own individual key. So then if you jump in the car with your key, it'll just reset to your default settings, which is very handy to have. Along the bottom here is our climate control. We've got dual zone climate control. We can just adjust like this, desynchronize the temperature as well. Very handy to have. Heated and ventilated seats, because we do have a fine perforated Napa leather upgrade in here, and then in the middle here we got really nice layout for our fan speed and where it comes from. Once again, set all this up, most people have it around 21 to 22 degrees, and then jump in the car on a hot day, it cools the car down for you straight away, or jump in on a cold day, will start heating it up for you instantly. You don't really need to fiddle with this, just set it up and go for it. Underneath here we do have a nice volume control and a mute button with a skipping, demister and hazard lights. Once again, that driftwood inlaid finish does continue down the center of the car. Nice coin storage up ahead, and dual cup holders with a 12-volt socket just down from that. Our stop start button is here. Individual drive mode for performance or economy is just set to just here. Our electronic handbrake and auto hold just below that. Leather wrap center console, opening that up. Nice storage amount of area, 2 USBs. The one with the white ring is for your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as well. Looking at our passenger seat, you'll see that we do have that fine Napa leather perforate upgrade here with front cushion extension as well, with the side bolsters all integrated into the seat there for you. Very comfy, so many settings that you can have even just with the seats. If we now move up to look at the sunroof, you'll see that we do have the dual panoramic sunroof. We can open up the front portion, stop it halfway if you want, pull it back, and then you can pull the cloth back over the top. If you can actually even set up the car to recognize if it's going to be very hot. If you pull over and turn off the car at 33 degrees and you have the setting activated, it will pull the shade cloth over for you to help prevent the car from heating up too much while it's sitting out in the sun. The back area is presented just as well as the front. Fantastic condition, and we do have ISOFIX seating options into the back of the vehicle as well, which makes it much more convenient for you to get your car seat for your children in and out of the vehicle. So I hope this has been a very good rundown of the inside of the car. Like I said, I couldn't touch on absolutely every single feature, but I hope I have summed it up nicely for you. To take this time to thank you for watching our walk around video of our MY18 XC60 T5 Inscription. I hope I've answered any questions you may have had about the vehicle and given you a really good idea on what you can actually get in this car. Like I mentioned, I haven't been able to cover off absolutely everything this vehicle can do. It is absolutely an amazing car, and there's a reason why it won World Car of the Year in 2018. If you have any more questions about the vehicle or would like to book a test drive in this car, or even just check out that sound system, please give us a call on 9907 0555.